So for today's video, I've actually got hold of this new 𝗵𝗶𝗺𝗵 96K power bank. And in this video, we're actually going to go through a few quick fire points and find out everything you need to know about this awesome bit of kit. Now, one of the first things you need to consider when it comes to buying a new power bank is the battery capacity. And this one being the 96K, that means that it's got 96,000 milliamps. So converting that into real world terms, in terms of actually fast charging a phone, that's around 24 charges, or if you're fast charging a tablet, it's about 7 charges. Now, we will go further into all the different ports that this power bank has to offer as this video progresses, but it is worth mentioning, whilst on the subject of fast charging, that you can simultaneously fast charge up to 3 devices, because you've got a single USB-C socket and then 2 USB-A sockets. Now, a fast charge port is one thing, but a power delivery port is a whole nother level. And this USB-C built into this power bank is actually power delivery as well. So what that means is it actually has an output of up to 60 watts. Again, translating that into real world terms, you can charge a MacBook on the go directly from USB-C. I'm sure other laptops have USB-C charging as well. I'm using a MacBook for reference because that's what I use. But yeah, I can plug my MacBook in here so I can edit on the bank and still keep the MacBook charged. No need for 3-pin plugs or looking for converters or anything like that. I can charge it directly from this with one cable. But it's not just charging ports that we're talking about here, because this sign here is the wireless charging sign. So yes, this has got a built-in 10-watt wireless charger. So if you are just charging your phone on a quick session, you don't need to bring any cables at all. And the nice thing that I found out earlier is if you've got an iPhone, this actually charges through MagSafe as well. So you don't need to be taking your phone out of the case in order to get your wireless charging. So it's a really handy little feature. Like I say, you don't need any cables whatsoever then to actually charge your phone on the bank. Now, when it comes to actually charging the power bank itself, then you have got multiple different options. You've got your standard DC charging option where you plug it straight into your wall 3-pin plug and then into your DC input here. You can also charge it via the PD port, which is really handy because if you're driving and if you've got a 12-volt socket in your van, you can use USB-C into this and actually charge it on the move. But you can also use a solar input as well. So if you've got a panel, you can charge it up to 80 watts of solar pumping into this. So loads of different options to keep you going whilst you're on the bank, whilst you're moving around, or if you're simply charging it the night before a long session. You can also see the charge level or the charge status on the front here. You've got a little LED screen and then you've got a battery with 4 different 25% increments. So it gives you a good gauge on exactly how much charge is left. So then you know if you're driving to a lake and you've got 50% left, it's worth just chucking it on so you get that bit more juice in it. Now, on the underside of this power bank, you will see you've got this big white area, and that is a high powered LED. Now, if the rebel cell is fully charged, this LED will actually last for up to 6 days of continuous use. Now, as you can see, you've got a bright white LED there. If I turn that off and then hold down the button, you've also got an amber LED as well, which is quite nice if you're wanting something not too harsh, just to use as a bit more of a bivvy light or that sort of thing. But it's really useful to have that built into it. And like I say, it's taking next to no power whatsoever. Now, delving back into the sockets, you've actually got 2 12-volt sockets here, and these are powered up to 150 watts. So they're mega powerful for what they are, especially for a power bank of this size. And obviously they're always going to be useful. We're seeing more and more products in fishing that are using 12-volt sockets, whether that's heated blankets for over winter or pumping up boats, that sort of thing. These are always going to be useful. And I think any power bank that comes out now without them is definitely missing a trick. Now, it's probably worth mentioning as well that this is actually a very smart bit of kit, and it's got something in it called a smart PCB. And basically what that does is it protects this against anything that could be a problem to a power bank. So if you've got input or output over voltage, if you're overcharging it, it does deep discharges. It pretty much, like I say, protects it against anything that could possibly go wrong. So there's a lot to be said for that. But it's also worth mentioning that this is outdoor proof as well. It's a really rugged bit of kit, and it's also weatherproof. So it is ideal for living up to life on the bank. Now, you can get this directly from the 𝗵𝗶𝗺𝗵 website, and on the website it is listed at €289. That roughly translates to about 245 quid. So it's definitely on the high end side of things, but then it is a high end product to command that price. I think for what you're getting, for the capacity it has to offer, for the amount of different ports, for the overall package, I do think it is a very good product, and it is a product that's going to last you for years to come. Let us know in the comments what you think of it, because there is a lot of competition when it comes to the power bank market. But yeah, this I think will definitely hold its own within it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.